Hi, I'm Judy Marlow. I've been an advocate caregiver, and my responsibilities were to frequently check on my dad and my mom. After my mom had passed, I was spending more time checking on my dad, and he had a sudden stroke. I had to call the ambulance, and at the hospital, I called my dad's attorney and said, "Could you come to the hospital as soon as possible?" My dad did not have a healthcare proxy. The importance of a healthcare proxy is that you can make the healthcare decisions, not leaving it up to a doctor or a judge to make them. My dad and my mom both knew about healthcare proxies and they didn't listen. So it was important. I called his attorney and he got there. And luckily, even though my dad had a hemorrhagic stroke and could, really was in not a good condition, he understood what I was saying. He understood what the attorney was saying, and he signed it. It was also important for me to get a durable power of attorney so that I can make financial decisions for my dad. In the hospital, you have to state that you're the advocate and make sure that doing for a stroke or a brain injury, a MRI, an MRA, and a CAT scan or whatever is required. I was told my dad had a hemorrhagic stroke and that the only way he would survive was to have a feeding tube put in. And I agreed to do that, and I had the healthcare proxy signed to go forward. I continued visiting frequently and getting to know the doctors and the nurses. I was asked by the hospital to select a nursing home, or they would find one for me. And the one that they wanted to send my dad to was a good hour from where I lived. So I asked for at least 3 days. I explored and researched all the nursing homes in Nassau and Suffolk counties, selected one that was closer to my home and that would meet my dad's needs and keep him happy and comfortable. I had to check my dad's assets, his insurance, his health care, and his long-term care. And I visited my dad for 3 years, 6 hours a day, 3 years and 3 months until he passed. And I always spoke positively to him. And I never let anyone into the room that wasn't going to talk to him in a positive way. That's so important. And as an advocate and caregiver, I say to all, hold on to hope, never give up, and think positive, and be a loving companion and visit your loved one as often as you can. Thank you.
I believe there comes a time when